So in today's video, we're going to be looking at a folding e-bike from Heybike. It is the Mars folding bike, and I'm going to show you this thing, and we're going to take it out today. It's a beautiful day, so stick around. All right, recently I picked up one of these e-bikes. I've been fascinated by them for years. At least the last couple of years I've been looking at them, and full disclosure, Heybike contacted me and they're like, hey, we like your channel. We would love to have you check out one of our bikes and see what you think. And what I want to do today is give you an honest review of this bike, what I think of it, and what I think the applications are, because there are a lot of people who will say that e-bikes are great for bugging out or for preppers. They're good for backcountry hunters. Good for throwing in your vehicle for a get home stash vehicle. So there's a lot of different applications that can be used for that you can use for these things. But we got to really look at the reality, because there are advantages and disadvantages of these types of bikes. And the first one is the weight. Let me show you this thing. Now, like I said, this is a folding bike, and it is substantial. It's nice that it folds up so conveniently. It makes it for a pretty small package for a bike, but since it's an electric bike, it has a battery, it is very heavy. It's a very thick frame bicycle. That way it can support the weight, because I believe it supports up to 300 pounds with rider and payload, so it needs to be substantial. Now, the first thing is I want to be perfectly honest in this review as much as possible, because there are things that I've noticed already in the short time I've been using this that need to be improved, in my opinion. One thing is the weight of the bike. Getting this thing into the back of my vehicle was a little challenging, because it's heavy, but also because it's a folding bike. The components kind of want to move around. What I think I need to do is basically put a strap maybe on these wheels, on these two wheels, and that would hold the frame together and keep it from moving around. Also, you can't lay the bike on this side, which I made that mistake first putting it into my truck, because that will put weight on the computer, and of course you don't want that. You want it on the flat side or the gear side of the bicycle. And there's just not, great points to pick this thing up by. So I want to go underneath here and grab the rack. The rack is very sturdy. Okay, so assembly is really quick and easy, and I like that. That's a bonus. And that was probably under a minute or so just to get that all put back together. And once it folds and you move the levers, they lock, and it's very secure. There's the computer system on. This does link up to my phone. There's an app for this, and it will find it through Bluetooth, and then you can record that way. disc brakes front and back, so that makes a really big difference getting this thing stopped. Now, just tooling around the parking lot, I was going a little over 7.5, 7.8 miles per hour. This thing is boogieing on the gravel. I got it turned up the highest that it can go. We'll check speed when we get back. So my top speed on that gravel is 21.8 miles per hour. That's moving. And with the gravel, this is fresh gravel. They just laid it this spring, so it's pretty loose. I mean, it's been compacted a little bit with traffic, but not much. And there were, spots you would hit and the bike would, move a little bit, but those fat tires, man, they did a great job of keeping me upright. I felt very stable. I was boogieing, and just going down this old gravel road a mile or two back was awesome. Very comfortable. So the seat has a shock absorber built into it, so you got some cushioning there. The seat, of course, itself is very cushioned. It's not like a thin racing saddle. It's got a very good gel in it. You've got shock absorbers in the front, disc brakes front and back, heavy duty rack, 300-pound weight limit, 7-speed Shimano gearing. So if you just want to ride it traditionally, you can do that. What's nice about this, though, is when the motor is on and the battery is on, as soon as you start pedaling, there's pedaling assist, and what that does is it gets you going, and you need to be ready. So the first time you use it, it's and kind of takes you back, but once you get on it and you some snow geese, 2 big ones. Of course, the computer is going to keep track of everything that you're doing, and then that also can be picked up with your app on your phone, which is great if you're wanting to record all your distances and your trips that you're doing. Of course, we got brake lights on the back, headlights on the front. Super sturdy rear rack, can hold a lot of gear. I haven't figured out what bag configuration I want to do. Definitely a camelback hydration pack for my back, and then probably some kind of backpacker bag back here that's going to hold more gear. And then there are no water bottle bosses on this frame because it's a folding frame, so you can get water bottle holders for the handlebars if that's something you need, or there's enough attachment points on this rack itself that you could put bottle cages back here, but I don't think they're necessary if you're using a camelback. I really don't. But overall, I think the only downside I have of the bike is just the weight, and that's just getting used to. I don't think you can get around that with any e-bike, because most e-bikes are heavy because of the batteries. Just like if you owned a Tesla, they're so much heavier than a regular car. So you need to know that going in. But if you have a way of getting this in and out of your vehicle, and you can handle that, you're going to have a great little scout vehicle, because out here, there's spots I can park my truck, and then there are miles and miles of hunting ground back over here that I can go explore. This handled the gravel roads fine. I've had it in grass and handles grass fine. This button here, if you hold this in, this gives you backlight on the display. And then down here, you hit that, and that gives you your LED headlamp, which also activates the back tail light. There is a horn. Get ready. Pretty loud. You have your 7-speed derailleur, which is a Shimano system, which is perfect. I love Shimano. I used Shimano on a lot of my mountain bikes when I was younger. So happy about seeing that. Of course, the grips are very ergonomic, very comfortable. And then this is your throttle. I'm pretty darn impressed with this thing. I love it. I'm glad I got it. Make sure you check out the affiliate links down below. Check out the link to Heybike. There is a coupon code to get a little bit of money off of this. These are right under $1,000. I think it's 9 something. Shipping was very quick from their distribution point. It came boxed very well. I had no issues with it. Nothing was broken. Instructions were easy to set up. And so far, it has been a very fun bike. In fact, it's so fun, I can't get my 15-year-old to leave it alone. He's always wanting to take it out. So either I have to go buy him one, or he's going to get this one and I have to go get my own. I don't know.
Actually, I went down an extra street.
Did you?
I'm like, wait, I don't remember this. What do you think? Can I get one?
There is a Mars 2 out that has a few different features, including a folding seat, so you can get to that battery easier. This is the Mars 1. But they're both very, very similar. They're both folding bikes. So hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time on the Prepared Wanderer.